This false teaching destroyed this YouTuber's faith.
I remember sitting with them and saying, okay, I can agree that God preordained a certain number of people to be his children, which definitely means that a certain number of people are not predestined to be his children. In fact, the majority of people who've ever lived, and they're gonna be in hell. And I paused because I was a little bit nervous. I was like, but doesn't that kind of make God an asshole? So I was having thoughts like that at 20 years old, but was able to continue to carry a cognitive dissonance that allowed me to still be a very strong Christian and just be like, okay, there are things that I don't understand. God's got that figured out. That'll be the first question I ask him when I get to heaven.
So Rhett here was taught completely wrong about predestination. He was taught that God chooses certain individuals to be saved while everyone else is left to burn in hell. And it led him to believe that God is an a-hole. And first of all, if you're a Christian, you believe in predestination. It's not just a Calvinist thing. But how you understand it, or in Rhett's case, misunderstand it, makes a world of difference. Here's what Scripture says. Just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world that we would be holy and blameless before him, in love he predestined us to adoption as sons through Jesus Christ himself. Here Paul says that God chose us in him, not he chose us to be in him. Here's an analogy that'll simplify it. There are two airplanes. One is piloted by Jesus and the other is piloted by Calvin. Now, Jesus has predestined his plane to the destination of adoption land. Yay! And he has offered to take whomsoever may believe to come on the flight for free. They just need to take him up on his offer. But in Calvin's plane, he says he wants everyone to come, but really, he only has room for his favorites. And he's actually kidnapped them and forced them to get on the plane with him. The first pilot is making a genuine offer to those he loves, whereas the second pilot is being disingenuous. He wants to look like he loves everyone, but really, he's only willing to save a few. And if Rhett had this understanding of predestination, then no wonder he left Christianity. But the good news is that he didn't really reject Christianity, he rejected the bad pilot. And if you're watching this and you don't know Jesus, the good news is that he has paid for your ticket with his blood and he died to offer it to you.